So, as an explanation why half the world is already built and the day counter is at day 614, I was showing this world off to a teacher of sorts last night, and he suggested that I should start streaming myself working on it. Well, I don't really have the tools I need to stream, so for now, I'll just upload videos. To start this off, I'll begin with a small tour of the city, which I'll not use a script for. Then, once that's done, I'll get on with building a mansion in the southwestern corner of the map. Um, so, yeah, let's begin. This building we're currently in is the first one that I made back in 2020, over 3 years ago. Jeez, that's a long time now. I've worked on this map for over 3 years. This is the subway and city map. Down these stairs and to the left is the city map room, which is where we started. The Arcadian Building Project banner. Tanker 85, that's me, hello. Strike War is and all, and then that is one of my friends. A welcome and a 1.17 update to the city. Over on the right hand side, as soon as you open the door, we have the city banners. That creeper banner is yet to be added. We have the US and the red line for fire, and we have the fire station banners. As you'll see, my building has gotten better between different fire stations. This is the first subway station. Stand clear of ledge. Each line is color coded, so red will go towards, I want to say, the football stadium, which I'll show you later. Right outside this is the museum, which just has some random displays. I may show you guys that another time, but just has normal random displays. These are all apartment buildings that I made after I made that city map room. Have little community gathering area. Most of these buildings are just empty shells, but I will go in the ones that I remember putting interiors in. Under this interstate, we have a small little homeless camp of villagers and fishermen. Some I have traded with just to get experience and just because I could, really. There's the football stadium. The subway station is on the other side. Just some random buildings. One that I still have to build. Over here is the airport. Changing out my rocket duration 1 with a 3, so I can fly farther. Have the radar tower and 3 runways. And over to its right, we have a small little farm, which does have some animals inside it. Upstairs is just a hayloft. We have some wheat growing. Random cat down there. That place used to be a village. Doing /kill gets us back to spawn quicker. There will be some Easter eggs around. This is oxidized now. Well, I was trying to oxidize it. It was taking too long, so I just put pre-oxidized. Same with that one. One of the Easter eggs is just over here. We actually do have sewers running under. The stoplights are just regular banners with 3 different colors on them. This is the first Easter egg of the city, which is the Ghostbusters house. Business. Shouldn't really say house. It's really just an empty shell with a chest with all the banners that I used. So just as a pre-warning, if the audio cuts out and suddenly cuts back in, or there's a jump in the audio, don't worry about that. I'm recording it at a place that has speakers in all the rooms, and the speakers will occasionally go off with just messages. This building is a bookshop. We have some extra buildings around here. For some reason the door was open in that one. Just some more random buildings that I put in. That one has waxed copper, so it won't oxidize. We have All Saints Community Church, with a painting of 2 guys fighting each other. Let's just call it an angel and a demon instead of just 2 guys who know how to do karate. Yeah, I always thought about making Minecraft videos on YouTube, but I never got around to it. This was like back in 2014 when I would watch like YouTubers like Stampy or Sunday or Captain Sparkles or any of those guys. This is Station 3, I believe, with Rescue. A rescue. The fire truck isn't the best, but you can actually sit in the seats, which are just minecarts. It actually does have equipment in it. There's the station banners, and this is all the gear. And you have a community sleeping quarters up here. It was the first station I built, but not the best looking. Town hall and courtroom. Just more empty shells. Except for the courtroom area. But yeah, I always wanted to make Minecraft videos. I never really had the reason to make them until last night. So I thought, hey, give it a shot. You know, the Minecraft videos aren't really the same now as when they were when I was watching them back in 2014. I was 11 back then, and I'm 20 now, so times change. So over here, that is the second Easter egg, which is Stark Towers. You may have already spotted that. There actually is a helicopter on the flight deck, but I built that just by a picture off the internet. Have some houses over here. This is my house. I have Battalion Chief 1. Yeah, Tanker and Gray the Husky. So I'll give you a quick tour. Garage, kitchen and dining room. Oof. I actually do have food in the fridge for once. Stove, some cabinets that are empty. I'll show you on the patio later. Small little living area and TV. There's Gray the Husky. We have the chief uniform in here and some extra storage. Nice little TV with some small surround sound. Up top we have a nice little rooftop patio setup going on. Down below we have some nice grills and a pizza oven. Small little play area for Gray's doghouse, obviously. Some place to have friends. We have some other other little houses, which are just more or less empty shells, except for a few. I think this one, yeah, this one has some chests and a bed. Um, I think I made this one for one of my friends. Yeah. Um, the other three aren't really important. Um, this is a small little club. Behind us, we have the hospital. Um, just a triangle shaped building. There's a third Easter egg, which is a TARDIS from from Doctor Who. I'm a huge fan of that show. To our left was the tallest building on the map currently. I'll show you guys that soon. Basically, everything above ground has nothing in it. Atlas Raven Labs is what I called it. Um, nothing's really there. It's easiest to just do spectator to show you. Underneath is really where some fun features are. We have some labs. That empty space is going to be a infirmary. When the world updated to like 1.18, it didn't extend down because it's a super flat world. So I'm slowly going in and doing that manually by commands. Their experiment of having a nether portal didn't really work out, and it's kind of spreading. St. Luke's Hospital is the hospital. I spawned in some villagers in here. We have the ER, ICU, labor and delivery. Surgery is on level 2, and offices on 3. So I spawned in some villagers as patients and doctors, and the game, almost every room has a bed, so the game's like, hey, there's villagers, this is a village. And so you'll see iron golems walking around and some spawning on the roof. So, yeah. Okay, so sorry about that small interruption there. Notification went off on my phone. This is the rec center. We have some pool tables inside, workout, bench press, treadmills. Over on this side is a pool with some high dives in there. I'll show you guys inside later. Then we have a basketball court, which just has pressure plates put over sea lanterns. We have a small community park, which I've updated as we get new plants and new trees, added some mangroves. This was a nice small fountain until the seaweed kind of grew up. We have a small little grocery store over here. Not that much inside it, minus just random foodstuffs. Some businesses, some other buildings. We have a Green Dragon pub, which just has some alcohol, poison, weakness, slowness, cookies, pumpkin pies, strength, and slowness and resistance. Because obviously you'll get violent. Yeah, some people get violent when they drink, uncooperative. Since it's a pub, there's some beds and rooms you can rent. The LA inspired overflow, which has a opening to the sewers, so you can kind of explore. I'm thinking of putting like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference down there. This is the mall. You have 3 fountains over skylights. Just empty storefronts. The third subway station's down here. This is Brighton that we're now in. We exited Heinsberg, and we're now in Brighton. Lime, green, and yellow lines. Yellow will go back to Heinsberg. and Green and Lime still have places to go. So we have some more apartments to our left, just a random building to our right. Over here, when we follow the river, we'll get to the small ocean that I'm working on. I have a pier. I've kind of taken a lot of inspiration from large open world games. I'll talk to you about that while I ride this roller coaster. Games like GTA and Zelda Breath of the Wild, just like huge, vast open areas that you can just explore, and there's so much content packed into the games that you can just get lost in them. Up here is an aircraft. I'm trying to kind of recreate that almost with small little Easter eggs, and you're just walking around and look up and it's like, oh, there's an actual aircraft. It's lit up by the new light blocks, so I don't actually have to have like torches or lanterns anywhere to give it light. I'll kind of explain why there's a fire going on to the left over here, just past a tornado siren. These are all like, when I built them, all the word types like oak, spruce, birch, jungle, acacia, and dark oak. There's stop signs instead of stoplights over here because this is now Red Lodge. Yeah, this is Station 21, River Rats, because the river is right behind him. Wendell Washers is named because you have so many tall buildings around it. I'll give you a quick tour. You can kind of see my building technique got so much better now. A small message board, just saying like general things people need to know. Have a workout room with treadmills and weight racks. We have kitchens, nice TV with surround sound, and some fridges. That rocket's getting annoying. Some stoves, sink, outdoor patio so you can like grill out in the summer. The bay, which has all these different apparatuses in them: ladder, 2 engines, rescue, and a medic. In a bit, you'll see me go back and forth because I panic thinking that I didn't add enough spaces for all the all the apparatus, and I'm like panicking thinking I may have to extend the bay just a little bit. There's like your common bunk rooms. Caution, keep gate closed for safety. My training officer last night was just laughing and thought this was really cool when I showed him that I built an actual like decent looking fire station. And here's where I started to panic, thinking I didn't add enough space until I kind of calmed down and count the rows, and eventually I figure out that I did have enough space. But we got to talking last night after we played some games, and yeah, I showed him what I was working on, and he thought it was really cool and suggested I should start streaming. So yeah, I started recording today since I didn't have the actual equipment I need to stream. So this is engine 19. We have ladder 2 over there, and then engine 32, I believe, was behind us. And so now I'll show you guys this massive fire. Fire spread is turned off, so so it doesn't actually burn down. There's the second ladder. Um, its aerial is raised and getting water on it. So now I will actually go over and start working on the on the mansion. But the last parts I'll show you is the lake I'm working on. It's it's massive and has taken a long time to put together. So this is the giant lake. Has some. I use the place command since I figured out how to use that. So I placed in a nice shipwreck. Um, has a buried treasure map for some reason. Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. I'm recording this at like almost 1:30. That pop up happens every so often. Put in some underwater ruins, and they actually do have those suspicious sand and gravel, so you can find some new like 1.20 things. That's chunk 37, so I counted all the ones I still have left to do. So there's 37 chunks remaining now. Over here is the mansion I'm working on. So a nice little roundabout driveway with a fountain and a fully kitted out statue. I used a command to get arms. The armor is maxed out enchantments. So yeah, whoever finds this, if they play this, they'll get kitted out. The shield is less impressive. Um, Mainly just enchantments that'll make it shiny. So I'm gonna start working on this now. We have nice little greenhouse with every different kind of pot you can have. There's just extras over there that since I used up all the kinds of pottery decorations in game so far, I just put down five extra empty pots so it didn't look so empty. If you see me standing still in the recording, it's because I got up to go grab something or shut something off. I think I shut off my AC there, if I remember correctly. Um, so I used a debug stick on the stairs to give it that corner look. I still have to fix that one. Straight up above the GUI there. So here I'm figuring out what kind of armor the knights are gonna wear and where they're gonna be placed. So I chose regular iron armor, and I'll use the command later to give them shields and swords. So I placed 4 down, one at the right past the stairs, and then one right where the stairs open up into the main area. So my vision for this was gonna be like this grand sweeping staircase. Trying to figure out how that will go. I just put upside down stairs so it's not just a brick, and yeah, just kind of curve it out, alternating between fences and gates, just to kind of break it up, and kind of adds a bit of extra decoration and detail to it in my mind. But yeah, over the 3 years, my building techniques have gotten better. I wouldn't say they're the best, but definitely improved. And that's really the only way you can get better at something is just practice. Um, you'll see me change my mind here in a few minutes on having oak planks as the floor. As I just finish out this curve, make it nice looking. Put two fences there so that two gates will be in the middle. There we go. That looks really nice. So yeah, this is where I changed my mind about having oak planks. I originally start putting them down, then I get to thinking um about like the roof, how like the roof from the floor below will be look like oak planks, and then the floor above will also be oak planks, but I want the floor to kind of be fancy, so I just add some extra stairs and change up the planks and put some oak slabs there. And then, excuse me. Then once I get all the slabs put down, I will go ahead and tear out those carpets and tear out the planks I just put down and replace them with the checkered pattern below, which is just I believe polished diorite and polished blackstone. Yeah, here I think I dropped my mouse for a second. Just make sure that it's lined up. Yep, polished diorite, and I'll see if I was right about the blackstone. I am pretty sure. It's a nice checkered pattern. Yep, polished blackstone. I was right. Okay, it's a very nice checkered pattern that I've used in a few places before. Just with the whole the purple, the red, and the black and white checkered pattern gives me some very strong Five Nights at Freddy's vibes, honestly. Here I'm like thinking about extending the checkered pattern all the way to the edge and kind of hiding it, but when I place down the trapdoor, it updates that block so it changes back to its original state, so I have to use a debug stick to put it back to where I want. Put that back and grab the slab again. So just extend these out. The reason, like I said, I'm putting slabs down in the first place is so that the ceiling from the main floor will be will look like oak planks, but the floor, since it won't always have a red carpet over it, it'll just have the red carpet right where the grand staircase is. I don't want it to be oak planks, so I want it to be like a fancy thing, but I also don't want it 2 blocks thick, so I'll use oak slabs to make it 1.5 instead of 2. Just kind of cuts it down and makes it honestly look a lot better. Here I'm just kind of finishing out, placing all the carpet. I decided to kind of make it a half crescent, remove that so it's more symmetrical. Then I just decide to replace down the carpet I destroyed just to make it a bit thicker. Put lanterns on the stairs to give it a bit of light. And just also give it that extra touch of care and decoration as well. And taking a step back to look at it, I think it looks really good. So I am going to finish out this video by just finishing with putting all the slabs down, and then kind of starting to get to work on finishing out the checkered pattern of the floor. Here I'm just making sure that I have the right height for the floor. It's 4 blocks tall, so I can go ahead and use the fill command, which I start off with fill biome to correct myself. Yeah, my screen capture, I don't really have it the best area, so it's kind of cutting off the bottom of the screen, but that's okay. Figuring out which way it goes, which it's top facing. Sorry, I'm yawning so much. It's been a kind of busy, kind of long day so far. So yeah, just kind of finish off filling in all these slabs, and kind of get started on filling out all the floor, and then I will be done for this video. Yeah, we'll see how it does, how I like it. This is the first video I'm gonna be putting on my channel, so yeah, we'll just see how it does. It's kind of fun to finally be able to get to do this, honestly. Yeah, kind of fun. So here, I like to just start off in one area, especially for the checkered board. Place down a strip. This time I chose black to start off with. And just start building in a line until I hit a wall. And then just bounce off it and keep following the line until it eventually either dies at a corner or just ends up at like where it began, or a place that's already filled in. If it's like a place that's been filled in, I'll trace that line through that place, like you'll see right here. Figure out where it ends and then continue from there. But if it's like an area that's already been really finished, I'll just terminate it there and start on a new one. So we're getting to the end of the recorded video. So yeah, it's been fun to record this one. Yeah. I'll continue in the next one, finishing off the mansion. So thanks for watching. Bye.